Okay, so this is the world record for Stickman Boost any percent. Again, me and Vertic have been trading the record back and forth for a while now. I keep beating his time by like 2 seconds, and then he just comes back and beats it like by 10 seconds. It's making it really hard to PB, or get the world record, you know? His PB was a 609, I believe it was, and then this run is a 606. Very high 606 though. And this run is pretty much perfect. There's no major mistakes. There was a bad level 1 just because I missed a roll, and that cost like 0.3 seconds. But the rest of the run I think was perfect, so not a lot of time to save. You can see the sum of best is a 559, and that's a pretty accurate sum of best. I think most of my golds are pretty much perfect at this point. Well, not like absolutely perfect, but I don't think it's going to go down by more than a second. Sum of best is probably going to be like a 558, which means is sub 6, it's probably not doable right now for a human, but if we find like one new strat, I think it'll be doable. And there's a couple things that you can optimize in this, like for example in level 2, you can actually make the slide down the wall in just 3 little I don't know what to call them, like wall taps or something. I don't know. And so that would save like 0.3 seconds as well. So the first 2 levels are really like the worst levels that I did. I should have reset. I have a problem with not resetting in the first 2 levels because for some reason I really suck at them. And I end up resetting so often on the first few levels that I eventually just get tired and don't reset. So that's why I'm always behind in the beginning. You can see apparently my attempt number, wow, attempt number was 293. So you can tell I spent way too long on this. That was a gold. That's pretty cool. The new strat in level 5 here. It's not too difficult, but it does require a pretty precise roll at the beginning of the level. There might be an easier way to do it. I don't know. I didn't really test it. This saves, I think it saves 2 seconds over what we did before. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I think this level was actually kind of bad because the part with the jetpack coming up right here, you can optimize it a lot more than what I did. You can see that was pretty slow, and then that part, yeah, that was definitely really slow. So there's maybe a second to save there. So it's definitely not a perfect run. I could see, you know, at least a second, 2, you know, a 6.0, like, you know, just a low 6.03 maybe is possible. I have no idea how much Vertic is going to grind this game. He keeps beating the record like so quickly. This one at least took me a few days to beat, so I don't know about that. And yeah, this level is kind of weird because the cycles, I never know what the cycles are doing, man. Like right here, I was not expecting that saw to be right there. I don't know what I did differently, but sometimes it's just dependent on lag, because if the game's lagging, the obstacles for some reason slow down, and the game had definitely started lagging for me, because for some reason when I play games for a really long time, the game just starts to lag. What fun that is, you know, in speedrunning. This part, you know, was pretty good, I think. So not a terrible level, but it could have been a little bit better. There's like, so all these levels, you could say like 0.2 or 3 seconds, really. That's pretty much where we're at right now, where you actually have to really optimize every single level. And it's not just, you know, if you die, like, you have to reset. That's where we're at now, which is pretty optimized. Normally, this is about when I would quit. I'm honestly not sure if I'll keep running this game. If Vertic just barely beats my time, maybe, but at the way he goes, he just, like, beats it by a large chunk, and then it takes me forever to catch up. There, yeah, again, I did 1 extra spin. Doesn't really matter too much because you have to wait for that saw, but, you know, not bad. Wow, see, that's where I don't know how I lost like a second to my gold. That's just one of those golds that's really good, I guess, and maybe just lag dependent, honestly. And the more I play the game, the more the game's gonna lag, which means it's the harder it's gonna be to actually get a good time. So that's really not good. Right there, that was a clutch save right there. I somehow went on it backwards. This is a new strat for me, you know, skip that bottom 1. I did another extra spin, so again, you know, that's like half a second. I mean, these levels are pretty much perfect, but like the tiniest optimizations make it seem like it's really improvable. I mean, Vertic, I'm sure, is going to beat this, but I thought this run was so good when I first looked at it, but it turns out maybe not. There's a lot of just very small mistakes that add up in every level. So here, you make the same cycle pretty much. Oh god, that was so close, man. You make the same cycle at the end here. You have to wait for these giant spike things. I made the later end of the cycle, which is lucky because I kind of messed up the beginning. And then here, you can skip that last platform. So that's another tiny amount of time save that I should have done. That's not a huge deal. But as you can see, that's where I messed up in my PB. I had to wait a cycle, which is sad because that cycle is really easy to make. It's just, you know, you get nervous, I guess. And then actually the last level is pretty bad as well. I think I missed a cycle on that saw, which is like almost a second probably. And if you grab onto the hangers, if you do it like optimally, you can actually go onto the slightly lower platform and save even more time. So this level kind of sucked, to be honest. I should have done a lot better. As you can see, I lost a full second to the gold. But there's the 606, so thanks for watching.